You are looking live at the NHL Rink at the HollyDell Ice Arena, where the New Jersey Rockets are about to take on the Ramapo Saints. Hi everybody, this is Joe Rizzo bringing you the second game of the day. Preliminary round action in the MAWHA playoffs for the 16U AA girls. The Rockets coming off a 1-0 loss in the game to the Colonials, but in this scoring system, in order for 5 teams to pare down to 4 for Saturday's semifinals, there are points awarded throughout the game. There's 2 points for a win, and there is 1 point available for winning each period. So the Rockets allowed 1 goal in the first period. That was the only goal of the game. Subsequently, there were a pair of scoreless periods, the second period and the third period. That gave the Rockets half a point for each, 1 point for the game, 4 points for the Colonials. Since then, what has happened is the Titans have lost both of their games without scoring a goal and allowing a goal in each period. So the Titans have been eliminated, and this game is more for seeding than anything. Both of these teams will be advancing to the semifinals on Saturday. It's just a matter of who they will play. If the Saints win this game and take all 5 points, they're almost certainly assured of the top seed, and that would force the Rockets into the bottom seed, and they'd meet again Saturday at 11. Anything short of that, we don't really know, because the Colonials and the Tiger Lilies will be playing as well. There's liftoff as Amanda takes the face-off. Quinn will take it into the offensive zone, gets to the top of the right circle, fires a shot that's wide. One of the Saints fell into the boards right at the start of play there and was trying to shake something off. There's a shot in front. It goes just off the right side of the netting and into the corner on the half boards here. Quinn will fight there for a moment. Amanda will now pursue. The Saints player turns around and finds Quinn there, but is able to get around. They move it out of the zone and through the neutral zone, where Peyton will get it. This is 5, takes a shot. Emma knocks it down with the glove and then covers it up for the first save of the game. 16-13 left in the first period. As usual, as you're accustomed to, they'll play 3 periods, and each one will be 17 minutes long. Here's the face-off. Not the best of vantage points here. If I tried to go a little higher, we'd have the difficulty of the netting that surrounds the entirety of the ice surface here. So we've opted for the perch in the offensive side of the neutral zone. Saints with it low, they try to center, nothing happening there, and it goes back into the corner. Larissa pursues, just maybe out of picture. Barber gets it at the right point and gets it just out over the line, where Hamilton will pick it up and turn and look to move into the zone, which she does. Goes through a couple of Rockets, takes a shot, Emma gloves it, and we halt play as both teams will change with 15:38 left in the first period. No score from HollyDell Ice Arena, the NHL rink. We were at an alternate rink earlier in the day for the Rockets' first game with the Colonials, a more cozy rink. This one has seating, stands just to the left of where, or rather behind me, left of your picture. This puck put around toward the back and moved up the left wing boards. Bug finds a puddle of ice over there because the Zamboni guy was leaving a lot of it. There's a wrist shot by Hamilton, or Capano, at the top of the slot. It goes high and over. Another shot comes in from the left dot. Emma gloves it down from its slide along the ice, and play stops. So the Saints looking to shoot low and try to get rebounds, but Emma's not giving them up, at least not to this moment. Face off there, taken by Riley. It gets right to the net, trickles there, and covered up by Emma, and just a few seconds elapse off the clock. The Rockets did that in today's game earlier. They have a tendency in the defensive zone when they lose face-offs. They give clear shooting zones, which might seem like a good thing, or like a bad thing, but what it does is it allows their goalie to see the puck and not have to deal with traffic. Here is Amanda trying to come up the right wing, but can't get through. Tootie picks that one off in mid-ice and will pursue. Louisa was over there but couldn't get in. This one's sent down deep for an icing, and the Rockets will have a face-off in the attacking zone with 14:46 left in the first period from Sewell, New Jersey. If you're not familiar with Sewell, it's nearby to Glassboro. And if you're not familiar with Glassboro, that's the home of Rowan University, formerly Glassboro State. Amanda wins the face-off to Tootie, tries to take it in from the point. Louisa gets it on the left side, and she tries to send it at the net, but not through. Saints trying to put it up the right boards. They'll skate it out. 2-on-1 here if they hurry. Larissa's there. The player decides to dump it in instead of passing to her wide-open teammate as the Saints were looking to change there. It goes on net. Emma freezes it, and possibly a little break for the Rockets there as the Saints gave away pretty clear 2-on-1. Face-off in the defensive zone, won by the Saints, pushed toward the net, but wide. That looks like Choi getting it around the back of the net. It's Hamilton now taking it behind the net. Center's in front. Here's Choi again. Wrist shot goes just wide. Actually, it looked like Emma got the left skate on it. Now the Rockets skating it out. That's Peyton. She'll move it up and fire it into center. She was looking for Bug on the home run pass. It's a little too deep, and it's going to go down for icing. 14 minutes. Nope. They tick one more second off the clock. 13:59 left in the first period, scoreless. Defensive zone draw, won by Lizzie, and now fought for behind the net as Kirsten comes around with it. She tries to put it up the boards, but to no avail. There's only a Saint there. They send it toward the net, but it goes behind. Now chased into the corner. Kirsty's there again. Lizzie comes at it, and she falls forward, but she just hit her hands and her stick on the board, not her head. A couple of gasps there. Bug trying to pick that one off in center zone against her former Bandits teammate from a few years ago. Capano now comes in, tries to slide through, but can't get it into the zone for keeps. That's Bella, gets it, sends it toward the center of the ice. Bug picks it off there and will dump it deep, looking for changes behind the play or the Rockets defense pairing, and they do that. This one comes up along the far boards. Tootie gets it, shovels it forward. It goes into the zone, but the Rockets are retreating a little bit, and they try to change. Larissa, who has a number 27 on when she is in the gray jersey, tries to move it up to Louisa, but can't handle it there, so Francesca will get it on the left side and try to power up the left wing. Louisa is alone on this side if she could ever get the puck, but she can't. Now Larissa will fight for this one. It's a second Saint coming in and bringing it into the net. Amanda comes down to help out deep. Francesca also there to help out. Close range shot kicked away by Emma with the right pad. Sent to the left point. Altman will take a shot. It's deflected by Quinn's stick blade and falls behind the net. It's centered out in front. Louisa will get it there. Louisa has a 3-on-2. She's got Amanda with her and Quinn behind her. Louisa right circle. Wrist shot just wide. Whistled wide. And that one will be sent down for an icing as the Rockets attack right there. And if you see number 13, you can't see it right here. She has put on the ceremonial armband on her right arm. Today would have been the 70th birthday of her beloved Aunt Rita, who passed away March 23rd of last year. It was always a very big day and a big celebration. So for her Aunt Ziarita, Louisa has promised to do something special tonight if she can. And one of those things is putting on the armband and playing for her beloved aunt. Here comes Capano. She finds 3 Rockets and can't get through. It goes to the right point and kept in. Kirsty will go around the net with it and look for Brianna up the wing. Storming in from the left point was Hamilton. She sends an elbow into Peyton, but no call right there as she was pretty slick about it. Goes back behind the net. Saints center it. Shot was deflected off of Kirsten. And now up the left wing is Riley and out. Brianna pursuing at center. she forces Hamilton up the middle. There's a few rockets there. Hamilton to the right circle, now down into the right corner. She's a defenseman, but she's all the way pinched down. There's 4 Saints that are deep, and now Hamilton pulls back as the puck comes to the right point. Shot there, sent through. Emma grabs it with nobody blocking her vision, her view, or trying to redirect the puck, and that's a stoppage in play and a face-off in the Rockets' defensive zone to Emma's left with 11:08 left in the first period and no score from HollyDell Arena in Sewell, New Jersey. 77, an old familiar face. That's Georgiana Tillinghast with the face-off right there. And once again, it's 5 seconds of time elapsing for the Rockets to have a stoppage of play. And the Rockets will look like change their wing pair. So Georgie and Quinn will take a shift with Louisa. And Louisa right in front of you. Can't hold on to the puck. Quinn gets there trying to bulldoze it. Sends it deep, no icing. Looked like it came in from behind the line, so that's a break for the Rockets. Louisa in pursuit, can't get there. It's sent all the way out. This one will be an icing unless it goes on net, which it will not. And that will stop play with 10:40 left in the first period. Still no score between the Rockets and the Saints. Rockets in the gray jerseys with black lettering and a little bit of white trim in there. Gray socks with black. The Saints in the navy jerseys with royal blue trim and white numbers. There's 13 moves out. She gets tripped up from behind. That'll be a penalty on Tootie. So Hansen will go to the box for the first time today. The team has a penalty, and the team to kill it off will be the Rockets with 10:30 left in the first period. 2 minutes for tripping. That one pretty evident right there. But when you take a penalty in your defensive zone and somebody's about to create a scoring chance, most coaches would say, that's a good penalty. We don't like penalties, but if you're going to take one, it's good to prevent a scoring chance. Quick shot off the draw. Capano sends it wide. Left point. Now right point, left point. Shot top of the slot. Emma will glove that one. It wasn't going to a dangerous area, but she'll glove it and the Rockets will restart nonetheless. 14 seconds of the penalty have been killed so far to Tootie. Amanda wins it into the corner. She's got Lizzie with her at forward. Kirsten and who is it on defense? Somebody, Peyton. Shot from the right point, got bad wood on it. Peyton will jump on that puck and she'll get it to an opening and send it forward. Amanda, the first one down there. They're calling an icing on a penalty kill, and they're going to have to just face that one off at center. Sometimes a ref makes a mistake. That's it. This other ref saying, okay, we're just going to face this off. Not there. It should not be in the offensive zone. Well, although Amanda was actually ahead of the play, so if she was not, they'd face it off in the center zone. But because the offensive player in the offensive zone was in the lead, that's why they face it off down there. So whereas the one ref makes a gaffe, the other ref makes a good play, tipped in front by her own player. And Peterson with the save right there, never losing concentration, is the former Rockets goalie turned Saint, Natalia Peterson. She's stood tall in these games. They've been mostly pitchers' duels this season. Falls in front, but no Rockets on the attack as they're playing passive here with the penalty kill. Saints move it up offside, and they'll change, will the Rockets, all 4 players, with 56 seconds left to kill, on the penalty to Tootie. Now I could sit here and move my tripod all over the place and give you maybe a little better picture, but then once they move, it's kind of a pain. So left pad save by Emma, steered into the corner now, and fought for over there. The Saints will come out with it for a moment, and they now get it. Left circle shot, rebound in front after the save, sent into the corner by 13. Now up to the left point, that's Hamilton. She'll get through a couple of players there. She's harassed by Peyton, spins. Peyton wins that one, but another Saint comes down to help out. Peyton now and Bug there are able to combine to send it down on be no icing because there's still 17 seconds left in the penalty. Bug pursuing hard, gets there behind, overskates a little bit with all the momentum and forces the Saints to regroup a little bit and maybe kill off the rest of this penalty here. Bug and Bella battling there to keep it in front of them. They do. Gets down low, wrist shot and a goal for the Saints just after the power play expired. And that will be a 1-0 lead for the Ramapo Saints. Just a little too much attack there, and not sure who it was. It looked like it might have been 5 Capano. Face off in center zone. Back to full and even strength both teams. This is Amanda in front of you, and the Saints move it back into their own zone. Louisa pursuing on Altman, picks that one off, looking, shoots one on net, and it bounced just before Peterson's able to get a pad on it and cover up. So Rizzo looking to snipe from the top of the circle and maybe hoping for a rebound in front. No luck on that one. Amanda will take the face off again. Quinn is in the slot. Louisa on the left wing boards. Larissa between the points and Francesca at the left point. Louisa gets it along the boards, being harassed there with the stick and the body. Fighting now 1-on-2, can't come up with it. And the Saints will take it behind the net. Quinn steps into a player. They can't get it out. Louisa gets it between the points, tries to find it for Quinn. Quinn tripping. Larissa steps forward and it gets just past her and sent deep. There'll be a race down there, and a centering attempt is picked off by Tootie in the slot, who puts it around. Right point to Altman. She tries to send it deep, defends the half boards. Right dot, wrist shot. Emma gets a piece of it with the glove. Backhand shot shoveled in front. Loose puck in the crease. Being skirled for there. Louisa is eventually the one to pick it out. Sends it between the points and gets it out. Quinn whacks 26 on the pads and was looking for the puck there. This is Capano again. She'll take it into the zone 1-on-5. Send it deep for a change, and all the Saints exchange to their bench behind the play. Larissa will get it and go up the right boards. She goes all the way into the offensive zone. One of the Saints has lost her stick. Loose puck in front. Diving for it was Quinn. Bowling ball effect right there. This is Riley trying to get it. Nearly takes a whack right there. Sticks are high. Calls are few. Play continues. Here come the Saints. Wrist shot. Oh, Emma with the glove. You're not going to beat her there. That's where wrist shots go to die. One nothing Saints, 6:38 left, first period. A face-off win, and 13 tries to send it right at the net, but pushes it wide. Puck comes loose. Hamilton will come right at the net. Emma will block the shot with her blocker and then cover it in front for another quick face-off. Amanda will come in and take this with Louisa on her left and Quinn on her right. Face off one to the top of the left circle, another wrist shot. That was probably going to exceed the height of the crossbar, but Emma gloved it anyway. And we just chop a few seconds off, as the Rockets absolutely love to do. This time, Amanda tries to win the puck forward. Quinn uses the body, but can't get to the puck. Saints have it along the left wing boards. Along the line will be a wrist shot. Emma sticks it aside. Puck reversed back to the near side. Amanda over there pursuing. Play getting a little bit chippy. These teams have seen each other an awful lot this year. And while they love playing hockey, they seem to love to play each other or hate to play each other, or however that goes. Their emotions get up for these games. It's a pretty good rivalry this year between the Saints and the Rockets. Lizzie will take this face-off on Emma's left. She wins it back, but there's nobody there from her team. It's sent between the points, but not out. Lizzie will get it again. She'll pass up the left wing to Francesca. Tootie will gain the line on the left side with a dump in, and she will pursue as Lizzie covers her point. Larissa on the near point as the Saints skated out, looking for the home run pass, but Lizzie steps up to block that. Another Saint comes in, picks up the puck, marches toward the net. Wrist shot goes high and wide and into the near corner. Comes on the left wing boards, pursued there by a host of players from both teams, and eventually it is moved out and back by the Saints, who push the puck back into the offensive zone. It's pushed up now into the neutral zone, and the Rockets having a little trouble trying to move it forward here. Tootie takes care of that as she moves it through 3 zones and deep, and will go back and change. This one banked up the near side boards, and the Saints will skate it out, looking for that cross-ice pass again. 13 will come in as Peyton falls. She tries to make a deke move, loses control of the puck, and slams her stick into the glass. So Emma didn't even need to make the save there because she was in such good position, and eventually the player lost the puck on the half breakaway. Right point Altman sends in, Larissa gets it and steers it into the corner. She'll play with Capano, who checks her into the boards, and they're going to call Capano for that one. Let's see if they call an elbow. That's what they're going to call. Let's see if they give more than the requisite 2 minutes. She's getting at least that, but because it was against the boards and if it was toward the head, they might give 10 as well. If 2 Saints go into the box, you'll know that was it. Otherwise, it's just a 2-minute minor, and it appears to be the 2-minute minor to 5 Capano. So the Rockets on their first power play of the game, brought to you by Elevate Fitness in West Milford. Jen Rose, she will kill you with kindness. She's also the one that's helped an awful lot with conditioning these Rockets girls. And by Diamond Diehards, a podcast not only about baseball, but also about life. Check out diamonddiehards.com. Yours truly hosts, along with the dog Jeff Healy, and we have some wonderful guests from the world of baseball and beyond. So, here come the Rockets. Quinn Moreno on the right wing. She will send it in, banking it off the boards. Let's see if they can keep it in. Peyton gets it. Wrist shot toward the net. Sinking liner kicked away into the corner. Peyton will get it now on the right wing boards. Wrist shot blockered away. Rebound there. It goes in front, but there's only Saints there, and Louisa was looking for it on the back door, but it never got all the way through. Sent in now onside as a couple of Saints are back to get it, and one of them wins it there. Amanda gets it at the left point. Tootie coming in late. Oh, Louisa was looking for her. That one ping-ponged off of Choi's knee pad. She'll jump off for a change. I don't know if she got hurt. It's just a weird way the puck caromed off of her leg. Saints try to break out, looking for the snipe. Rockets send it in, but Quinn is offside as she was behind the play there, looking for a little bit of offense on the power play, which has 49 seconds left on the elbowing penalty to Capano of the Saints. Riley on the faceoff. She's got Georgie on the left wing and Barbara on the right. It's won and taken, moved through the defense pair as Larissa shoots it at you at home. And now the Saints get it, and they fire it all the way down the ice. 38 seconds left, so still plenty of time for the Rockets to get a rush and a setup and possibly a goal. 2:53 left in the first period. 1-0 Saints. Tootie will take it up the left wing, bank it through there, a couple of zones, but not all the way in. Now Riley gets it with a little help from Larissa. Sniping was 10 there. She's definitely looking for a short-handed breakaway. She gets free in the zone, but there's 3 Rockets there to corral it. 3 on the puck is going to beat 1 most of the time, unless that 1 is named Connor McDavid, Leon Draisaitl, or Sidney Crosby. I don't see any of those names out here. This one now whistled, and we'll see if there is a too many players on the ice penalty. It looks like that will be the call. And, well, we'll see which team it is against. It's going to be against the Saints, so the Rockets will have another power play. And yeah, it wasn't that there were so many Saints on the ice, it was that the one that came on the ice was still involved in the play before the other one could get off and wasn't taking herself out of the play. So that's really what it comes down to. Let's see if the Rockets could get something going. They need to get at least a tie in this period if they want to forge a point, the 1 point that is available here in the first period. 1 point available in the standings. Amanda will take it. She's got Louisa with her. These two will try to rush in. Wrist shot, Amanda rings it off the crossbar. And Peterson thanks the crossbar. Wow, Amanda just took a little bit off that one. She's got such a hard shot. She took a little bit off it to gain some accuracy, and she nearly smoked her former teammate from the blue line. Quinn gets it on the right wing board, sends it in, and now Kirsty can't keep it in as it's moved out. Kirsty will get it. She'll take a whack for that. Not going to call that. They're letting some of the rough stuff go. Let them play. That's fine. Puck behind the net now. Saints looking to get it out. They do, as Kirsty gets it and prevents it from going all the way down the ice. Louisa has to come in and touch up. They're still offside because Kirsten was rushing in. The Rockets, even though they're on the power play, will use that as a modicum of change. Peyton will come in. Saints caught on the change. Got Louisa on the right, but 4 Saints are able to get back in pretty good time. With a minute left in the first period, 44 left in the power play. Rockets need to dent the net here if they want to have this period. It's Rizzo over the line on the left side as the Rockets change behind. She looks for Quinn, but it's a little too deep. Quinn will actually grab that puck if she's lucky. She's working for it. It's loose in front. Oh, but not a Rocket there to shove it in. 23 seconds left on the power play. They're practically back-to-back power plays. The Rockets have had the better of the manpower advantage for about the last just about 4 minutes. 30 seconds left in the period. Larissa trying to tie it up here. Wrist shot nearly deflected off of a player in front on the opposite team. Now taken at the point. Tootie will look. Tootie to Larissa. Sent at the net. Oh, Bella tried to bank it in from the side. Bella behind the net with 10 seconds. Saints desperately trying to get it out. They've killed off the penalty. Tootie, Larissa, between the points. Wrist shot. Oh, just wide. That was ticketed. That was ticketed. A big screen in front. Peterson couldn't see it, and Larissa nearly potted the game-tying goal right there. So that 1-0 was the same thing that happened to the Rockets earlier in the day, when we'll move our perch down a little more toward the offensive zone. Hi, George. That will go on it. Hi, Gemma. So I just got to say hi to George and Gemma for the first time in quite a while. Thank you, pandemic. So the 1-0 score in the first period means that the Saints have a point in the standings. They got 5 in their earlier game with the Titans, so they now have 6. The Rockets have 1, but the Titans have no more games left and no points. So the Rockets will advance nonetheless, but they want to play to raise themselves in classification. Now, should they go on and win the remaining 4 points in this game, they still can't exceed the Saints. So we do know that the Saints have finished ahead of the Rockets, but if they meet again on Saturday, all things are equal, and it's just a regular game with the winner taking all, and that's that. Diamond Diehards, a podcast about baseball and life. Yours truly, Joe Rizzo with Jeff the Dog Healy. We talk about baseball, and we talk about life, and we have some wonderful guests from the sport. So find us at diamonddiehards.com, anywhere you watch or download to listen to your podcasts. Second period, Amanda liftoff. Tries to win the faceoff, gets it to Peyton. Peyton on the left boards to Amanda again. Amanda picks it off. Oh, I thought she had it picked off. She was going to go in. Quinn steps in. Louisa takes a stick there and gives one back. And now the puck moved into the offensive zone for a moment, and now into the Rockets' offensive zone. Hamilton will take it there. She'll move it up the wing, but Quinn picks it off and sends it back in. Hamilton again under pressure from Louisa, gets by her, gets by Quinn, comes out 3-on-2, looks ahead for Schoenbach. Schoenbach up the right wing, stops at the top of the right circle, sends it to the middle, but Amanda, back checking, picks that one off. So the Rockets get it out of danger. Oh, Louisa nearly sniped a breakaway right there. She was looking for it. She nearly had a bunch in the earlier game, just couldn't get that step of separation. And the Rockets have allowed just one goal in each of the games thus far. This one's sent down for an icing. And we'll come back with 15:52 left in the first period, a face-off in the offensive zone for the Saints. Georgie pushing forward with the face-off, and she gets it up between the points, needs a little help there, can't get it yet. It's into the right corner, brought through by Tootie. Bella up the right wing, she sends it to the left point, but can't get it out. Moving in, top of the slot, Saints get it, wrist shot, Emma gets the glove on it, but it's loose, and it's steered behind and around by Larissa, who will skate it out. 3 Saints back, 2 Rockets attacking. Larissa will attack all the way, try to dump it at the net. And boy, I can't get a good perch over here. We'll have to keep moving, sorry about that. Moved out through center. Bella is the one that's back covering, and she will get there, but can't get it out. Steps into a shot, but it's moved aside and comes to the near boards and out of the zone. The Saints will regroup at center ice. Go back and forth between the defense pair. There's Bug. You can see her right there, 15, Holt with the long hair. And it's sent in. Tootie tries to get it. It's sent all the way out. This is going to be an icing. And the Rockets, with 14:39 left in the second period, will try to dent the net for the first time in the MAWHA playoffs. The crew responsible for that will be Riley at center, Barbara on the right wing, and Brianna on the left. The faceoff is won into Brianna's corner. She gets it and will go behind the net with it, trying to use the body to keep up with Hamilton, who shakes her off. Comes to Schoenbach on the left wing boards, and she'll skate it out. Riley pursuing there, and it's dumped forward. Moved in now by 10, back to Schoenbach, past the end line on the left side. Hard to see, sorry about that. Wrist shot whistled over the net. Sent into the left circle, fought for there by Barbara, pushed out of the zone now. And the Saints carry the play in center, picked off. Brianna has Riley with her. Oh, she needed to go blind backhand there to find Riley. But Brianna fighting for it there. She's trying to keep it in. The one lefty blade that you see out there for the Rockets is Brianna Paulino, 18. Peyton will come out with fire. She will rocket up the left wing. Peyton to the line. Peyton to the left circle. Peyton wrist shot. She shoots and scores! Peyton Jacobus ties it up with 13:34 left in the second period. We are all even. She stormed out of her own zone, came through the neutral zone, all the way up the left circle, cut toward the net, a sharp angle, and was able to put it over the goalie's shoulder to tie this game up. And the Rockets, just with that one goal, have evened the score, and they've only let up 2 today. So that's an encouraging sign. Oftentimes this season, once they've started scoring, they've been maybe not opening the floodgates, but they've tended to get more than one when they get one. Here come the Saints, moving it in. That's Choi, intercepted by Rizzo. Capano with a wrist shot. It hits off of a Rocket stick blade, and Emma's able to grab that one. Stoppage of play, a face-off to Emma's left with 13:07 left in the second period. A 1-1 tie. importantly, the first goal for the Saints was in the first period. The goal for the Rockets was in the second. So the Rockets leading the period 1-0. That would be, if they could make that hold up for 13 minutes, that would be a point in the standings for winning the period. Here comes Larissa, loses it for a moment, now gets toward the near boards and has Amanda pick up the loose puck behind her. Sent over the right wing for Quinn. She's got Louisa in front, if she could see her. Backhands it to Louisa in front. Shot! Score! Rizzo puts it in! How did they not call it a goal? You can see it go over the line from here. That puck was over the line. We have video proof. Oh boy. Rizzo put the puck over the line. It was clear. Do you want to see the video? We have it. Puck was about 3 feet over. Okay. Oh, we're just here to help. That's all we're trying to do. Now this one's sent into the neutral zone. It's a foot race, and Kirsty will be the one that's there. The puck never gets centered. Louisa robbed of a goal. She had that one put in. It was pretty clear, and we even had our goalie mom who's on the other side, and nobody knows when a puck goes over the line like a goalie mom, and our goalie mom, Dr. Lacey, said that it was over. And if Dr. Nicole says it's over, let me tell you. Here's Peyton. Same play, similar as before. Banks it up the wing. Gets a little interfered with over there. No call. Peyton comes back in onside. They're letting them play. Here comes Kirsty on the right wing. She'll get deep and over the line. She takes it all the way around, looking to center it in front, can't get it through. Hamilton puts it out. Peyton will fire back. She's got two Saints against her. She's got to make a play on here. There's a collision. Schoenbach gets it in front, shoots just wide. Emma had a line on it, but a better shot might have done some damage. Loose puck in front, Emma's able to corral it. And boy, if this was, we're in the NHL rink, but we don't have the benefit of NHL replay. If you want to go back and slow that down, you'll see that puck pretty clearly over the line. You did have a referee right down there. I don't know how the heck she couldn't see that it was over the line. She had a pretty good perch right there, but nonetheless, the Rockets are just going to have to keep skating and try to make more of their own breaks. Amanda tries to move it out, loses her stick. Larissa will go for it behind the net and send it to the near corner where Tootie will pursue. And Louisa gets it up the left wing, put the puck in the net, but not credited with a goal. There's a little interference by Altman, preventing Rizzo from cleanly skating up the left wing. Ref just watches it and doesn't seem to care. Loses the puck now behind the net, overskates. This will come up to the point where Larissa steps in and forces the Saint to send it in deep. Looks like they are not going to call icing. It's waved off at the end and moved out here. Louisa has a chance. She's 2-on-2. Oh, she was looking for Amanda right there. Couldn't get it over to her. Here's Quinn up the right wing, sends it in. Altman is back. The Rockets will change, so Quinn will pursue and allow her forwards behind her to change. This is Georgie, keeps it in. Larissa sends it. Field goal attempt by one of the Saints with the foot is pushed away. Tootie gets it, tries to send it in deep. St. Clair grabs it with the glove, then falls down on the reception. First down Saints. Rockets will now take over on the punt return, and I think I'm confusing. Here come the Saints coming in. Backhand shot on the breakaway goes just wide. Emma did the splits. There was a little bit of open net on there, but she's hanging tough. 1-1, 9:52 left in the second period. 1-1, but the Rockets have put two in the net. One was disallowed. Well, it wasn't disallowed, but here's a full breakaway as the Rockets are caught in a change. Hamilton shoots and scores through the 5-hole. The Rockets with a little bit of a breakdown right there. They were caught in the change. It's the second period, so that's the period of the long change. And three were behind. There were a 3 Saint breakaway right there, but Hamilton was the one with the puck. She kept it all the way, went right in, and found the 5-hole. There's just so much a goalie can do right there. And with 9:38 left in the second period, it's now a 2-1 lead for the Saints. It's 1-1 in the second period. So if that held up, then the Rockets would grab half a point and keep the Saints to half a point. Georgie gets it on the right wing, takes an elbow or a shoulder for her troubles. Peyton tries to get it and put it in. Riley now will pick it up and send it in deep on the left wing. and Brianna will pursue on the opposite wing. This is Hamilton. They're wearing her out. They're letting her skate a lot, and the Rockets are attacking her duly. She's the goal scorer just now. Saints will move it out up the left wing. Cross-ice pass for Schoenbach. Peyton is there. She's battling, and she wins that one. Curls, turns up the right wing for Brianna. Brianna has Louisa changing right with her. The two get crossed up just a little bit as Peyton pursues. Schoenbach 13, can't get through. Kamerkar 19. The one in gray wins that battle, but the puck is now taken behind her own net by Peyton, who moves it up the wing to Louisa. Curls. It's a whistle for, I think they're calling it an offside. That puck came out of the zone. Louisa brought it back into the zone. It probably should not have been an offside right there because the Rockets player was the one who brought it back in. But nonetheless, refs are not perfect. Play-by-play people are not perfect. Only coaches and players. We remind you of that on pretty much every game. 8:36 left in the second period. It's 2-1 Saints. It's 1-1 in the second period. Larissa skates up the left wing, top of the circle, shoots and finds a knee pad. Now she will try to center it, but it doesn't get all the way through. Amanda pursuing there. Louisa hangs back to cover one of the points, and she will do just that to thwart an offensive chance. The Saints get it, and they'll dump it deep. Larissa will go back behind her own net to get it, looking up, and she finds a Saint there. The Saints will move it and reverse it to the near boards. That's now Amanda coming in. A Saint moves it out of the corner, and it goes back into the corner as Tootie puts it back there. Centered in front, but a lot of traffic there, and Larissa wins that battle. It's up the right wing to Quinn. Quinn has Amanda and Louisa with her. She'll dump and go past, and she will look to center. She's got Amanda in front. She's also got Louisa in front. Louisa, oh, right through the legs of Louisa. She just was handcuffed a little bit on that. Rockets will regroup at center and send it in with a quick change on some players. This one will be sent all the way down for an icing. It looked like it might have tipped off of Louisa's stick blade there, but they're going to say it's an icing anyway to the benefit of the Rockets, who will have a face-off in the offensive zone with 7:18 left in the second period, and a 2-1 deficit on the overall scoreboard, a 1-1 tie in the second period, which means something because that would be half of a point for the Rockets. They've had 2 half points already in the day in this preliminary round, which lasts through today. And on Saturday at 11 Eastern, that's daylight time for those of you counting, it will be the semifinals. This one will come out, Emma will cover it up, and she will take a stick to her stick. Very often we have seen refs with little to no tolerance for that after a whistle, which that clearly was. But maybe if it's to the stick as opposed to the glove, they're more willing to tolerate it. If it's to the glove, we see that one get called very often. .6:44 left in the second period. Rockets trying to move the puck out of their defensive zone. They've scored one this period that counted. They scored another one that wasn't counted. But you can go back on the replay and prove me wrong if you'd like. Loose puck in front. Emma can't corral it. Still loose. Battled there and put into the corner. Centered. It gets through. Shoveled, but Emma gets the right pad. That one flicked high, and Emma gets the glove up there to thwart that scoring chance with 6:20 left in the second period. Both teams with wholesale changes. It will be Manda taking the face-off. Luis on the left wing, Quinn on the right. Tootie and Larissa on D. Left point gets fed. I think that's Hamilton again. Whistler goes over the net and into the near corner. Louisa will try 1-on-2 to get it out. Let's see if she can. She can. She gets it to Amanda, 50-50 puck, but actually it goes 66-37 puck because there were 2 Saints there and 1 Amanda. This will be Louisa trying to get a breakaway, playing that game with Amanda, trying to break out of the zone. Couldn't get it through there. Louisa trying to get it in the neutral zone. Francesca gets it to Luisa. Luisa brings it off the boards. Sent forward for Amanda. Tripped up there. No call. Quinn trips somebody else up. No call. So 1 for 1. No call. Sent at the net. Emma covers it up with 5:25 left in the second period. A 2-1 deficit for the Rockets, but it's 1-1 in the second period with that valuable standings point available being split in half if it stays the way it is. Riley will take this face-off. Barbara on her left, Barbara on her right, Brianna on her left. Brianna usually plays the off wing a lot this year. Whistled from the left point. Emma with the blocker steers it into the far corner. Larissa will step into the left circle to thwart that. Schoenbach behind the net for the Saints, looking for somebody in front. She tries the wraparound, and it is covered and snuffed by Emma's left pad and the trapper with 5:02 left in the second period. Wholesale changes for the Rockets. This will be Lizzie taking the face-off with Bella on her right and Bug on her left. And she wins it to Peyton. The defenseman turns, moves it to Bella on the right boards, a little too strong. Lizzie's there to bat it out into the offensive zone where Bug will pursue. Bug with the steal. Lizzie grabs it. Lizzie looking for Bug, sends it off a stick in front and a save. Lizzie centers it with the backhand. Loose puck in front, still there, covered up as Bug gets dumped at the whistle by 10. Not a lot of penalties being called here, but a lot of stuff being let go. That's fine if they're doing it both ways, and so far it seems to be that in this game. Face-off win will be Kirsten between the points. Gets it close in. Wrist shot, close range. Bug tries to stuff it in. Right pad save. Peterson sent out into the slot. Looking for the breakaway. It's too strong. Emma will have to play that as the puck was on net. They were looking for the home run pass. And they center it over there. That was 10 centering it. And Emma just covers it up before there could be a scoring chance. And the Rockets will change with 4:15 left in the second period. They have a goal this period by Peyton Jacobus. Hamilton scored to even it up for the Saints. Louisa scored, but it was disallowed. Well, it wasn't disallowed. It just was not seen. And we watched the puck go over the line, and no goal was awarded. Amanda will get this out of the defensive zone with her right hand. That's legal in the defensive zone, and anyway, she was the next person to touch it. Hamilton brings it in. She skates through the slot, tries to get a wrist shot off. Peyton dives on the grenade and snuffs that chance. Now it's moved up the boards, and looking for Louisa was Amanda. Those two trying to play the long game there. Amanda, and now Peyton steps in where Amanda would be. And those two are so fast and with the same skating style and similar numbers that I often get them confused. Troy will get it on the right wing. She cannot get through Kirsty. Louisa through center zone, takes 2 sticks for her wares, but her wherewithal keeps her in the play and allows her to jump off for a change as the Rockets get the puck deep. First in pursuit is Riley. She forces the Saints to make a play. Francesca, Tootie nearly had it as Riley nearly forced the turnover there. Tootie and Tuttle battling. That's Kerry Tuttle, 19, battling there, and eventually it goes deep into the Rocket zone where Larissa puts it out. They're going to call icing on this, but that puck is no way going to make it down there. Riley pursuing first. Brianna holding her left wing position, and a good job doing that. The puck gets through as Larissa was trying to pinch. This is Tootie and Schoenbach right there. Tootie will win that. She's got Brianna on the left wing and Quinn on the right wing. Quinn now gets it and sends it deep. Brianna's in front. Quinn goes at the net. Riley had to cover the point and couldn't pinch down soon enough. And Larissa will get it as there's 2:14 left in the second period. It's 1-1 in the second period. It's 2-1 overall for the Saints. Okay, I don't know if we had a little interruption of service there, but nonetheless, we'll play on with 2 minutes left in the second period. Saints have it. There's a shot that Emma knocks down with the glove. Skates flying in front. Emma taps somebody on the head who was trying to get at her and fell. Now it's moved behind the net. Larissa will jump behind there to get it. She'll bank it up the near boards for Georgie, who deflects it out. Georgie trying to get through Altman. They are going to call offside, it looks like. They could have called interference. Let's see. Georgie had a clear path there, and she was being interfered with. But again, they haven't called it either way. Referee discussing with somebody on the Saint bench about something, and it looks to be just an offside and no penalty called with 1:29 left in the second period. A goal for either team right here would be quite large because it would turn a half point for the second period into a full point. It would be even bigger for the Rockets because it would forge them into a tie for the game. And the person who would have had that goal, Rizzo, is getting it up the left wing, banks it off the boards for Amanda, left circle, left dot, curls in front, leaves it in front, loose puck, Rizzo, shot, oh, gloved, and used the hand of the blocker. A la Dominic Hasek was Natalia Peterson with that save. She grabbed it, she didn't grab it with her glove, she grabbed it with the hand of her blocker. She let go of her stick and grabbed it with the hand that she holds the stick with. 58.5 seconds left in the second period. Kirsty gets it at the right point, sends it toward the net. Louisa goes behind the net to fight for it. Peyton pinches down from the left point, 4 Rockets deep. Amanda comes back to the point to cover up. It's sent out, and it's a good thing Amanda got there, but Kirsten is back as well, and now Peyton skates all the way back in there. Bouncing puck, Emma just gloves it and gobbles it up like Glaber Torres on a lazy Thursday afternoon in August in front of 36,000 Yankees fans at shortstop. Trust me, there's a face-off happening right there, and it's Amanda that is going to win it. Oh, they were trying to send Kirsty deep, couldn't get it out of the zone. Between the points, sent at the net. Louisa picks that off with 27 seconds left. Looking up, she's got Bug. Looking up, she's got Kirsty. She'll take it over the right wing line herself. Sends it deep for Kirsty. Peyton will cover at the left point. Amanda covering at the right point as Kamakar, the defenseman, will fight for it deep. It goes behind the net. Louisa also now pursuing in there. Amanda ping-pongs it back in for Louisa. 2 Saints there, 1 Rizzo. Usually not the best odds, but you know, when you're a Rizzo, anything's possible. That ends the second period. It's 2-1 Saints. It's a 1-1 second period, and the teams will split half a point right there. So through this portion of the game, the Saints have 1.5 points in the books. The Rockets have half a point. They should be tied 2-2 on the scoreboard. They should have won the second period 2-1, but Louisa scored a goal that was disallowed. And sometimes when the play-by-play guy happens to be your father, he gets a little bit more emotional about these things. I'll take my decidedly offensive perch back for the next period here, if I can get there. And we'll see how this works out. Elevate Fitness in West Milford, New Jersey. Jen Rose has these Rockets girls in such great shape that their improved stamina was evident in the third period of the earlier game. It was even talked about by Coach Jeremy in the post-game interview, which, by the way, if you've never seen them, stay tuned. And we're actually in a pretty good spot here to get Coach Jeremy. Sometimes he forgets to come by us, and somebody has to go get him, like Tootie's mom. But once he gets here, it's gold, and it gives you a great recap of what you've just seen or maybe not seen on the ice. So stay tuned for that. After the game, if you haven't gotten enough of me, go check out Diamond Diehards. It's a podcast about baseball and life. Myself and Jeff the Dog Healy talk to you about baseball with wonderful guests from all over. DiamondDiehards.com is where you can get it. We have a Facebook group, a Facebook page, a Twitter account, and we're pretty much everywhere. YouTube, iTunes, Spotify, check it out. Third period getting ready to be underway. Amanda will take the face-off, and we have liftoff. Louisa gets it. She skates through on the left wing, top of the circle, wrist shot into the breadbasket, and Peterson holds on, no rebound. So the first 10 seconds have been domination by the Rockets right here. And 13 is knocking on the door. She really wants to put that puck in the net every game, but especially this one. Saints will win the faceoff, and it'll be carried up the near boards and out. Tootie will get that, chip it. If she can get forward, she's got a chance. Tootie up the right side, right wing shot, rebound in front off the save. She'll follow it into the corner. She's got Louisa over there with her, skating toward the net, loose puck in front. Louisa tries to get it, can't slow down the player. 10 will skate out with Schoenbach, and Larissa is the Rocket that's back, and she tips away that puck and tries to get it into a less dangerous area. Loose puck on the right point. Now the right defenseman gets it. Amanda was trying to block that shot and take it on a breakaway. If she got a more solid piece, she would have done just that. 10 takes a shot from the bottom of the left circle that Emma sticks aside, and now comes to Altman at the right point. She tries to get through. Amanda tries the same thing. She's going to get one of those. There's a wrist shot. It deflects off a stick in front and pops over Emma's right pad for a goal for the Saints, who make it 3-1 with 15:52 left in the third. Saints got a lot of traffic in down low. They've gotten the biggest break of the game here. They've also made some of their own breaks as well. You got to give them credit. But it's a completely different game if the second Rockets goal was seen and allowed. Referee drops the puck for Riley. Georgie on the near wing. Can't get it. Top of the slot, wrist shot that's knocked down by Peyton. Riley comes back. She'll skate behind her own net, look up, send it up between the points, regain her own rebound, and it is Brianna up the left wing. Doesn't have much room there, but makes room. Gets over on the left wing. Now she's at the half boards, looking for help, gets a little of it from Riley, now maintains the puck. Georgie battling it out in front for position, not giving up that position. Brianna gets it back again. Georgie slipped to the top of the slot, and it's moved around for Kirsty on the right wing boards. Behind the net for Georgie, she can't get it. She will have to fight for it again up the near boards. Kirsty's there too. They fight for a loose puck still, and that is Georgie like a tiger, fighting for that puck with Hamilton. It goes behind the net now, where Brianna pursues. It bounces just over Peyton's stick and finds its way out of the zone where Riley gets it. Riley will curl and find Georgie for a moment, but the Saints eventually pick up the puck, and Capano sends it in with 14:38 left in the third period. Saints holding a 3-1 lead overall and a 1-0 edge in this third period. There's a slapper or snapper by Hamilton that goes wide of the net. Brianna there pursuing on the right half boards. Puck sent toward the net. Emma pops out 3 feet above the crease to snuff that, cover it, and stop play with 14:23 left in the third period. Lizzie wins the faceoff into the corner, pushed back behind the net, but a Saint jumps in to grab it. She's looking to center it in front. Top of the slot, gets it. Bella with a good push from behind. Loose puck in front. Emma covers it up in a scramble. A little rough stuff after, well, it's not rough stuff. It's tough talk after the whistle. Rockets will change it here. They're the home team, so they do get the benefit of the later change. They're designated the home team. Face off, one to the near boards, moved around by Amanda to the near boards, rather. Face off one on the far boards, moved to the near boards. Here we got our geography going. Quinn gets it up the right wing. They're giving her some room, so she's going to take it. She gets it in, and now she has to fight for it. There's going to be an interference penalty over here, as Quinn wanted to get through there, and she was not allowed to do that with the puck going ahead of her, and the Rockets will have their third power play of the game, their first of the period, on the interference call to Henry, 26 in blue. Big power play right here for the Rockets. They need to even this period up, and if they want to get back in the game, this is going to be their best chance to do it. Amanda wins the faceoff over to Quinn, who waited a little bit too long for something to happen. Loose puck there. Quinn gets it for a moment. Hamilton negotiates it out, and this will be Kirsty sending it in and taking a glove to the face that you got to see up close. Louisa with it behind the net. Louisa looking. Louisa trying to use the body, but a second Saint comes in to pick off that puck. It's sent hard out of the zone, but not all the way down, as Kirsten gets it and tries to manage the puck back into the zone. Louisa thought she had it, but it bounced under her stick. Amanda there can't keep the puck from going to be sent all the way down into her net, and the first 42 seconds of the power play have gone. This one's sent through center. That's Quinn now picking it up. She's going through the center zone. She gains the blue line, sends it in just to the right of Peterson and behind. Quinn trying to fight there. Amanda helps out. Amanda with the wrist shot. Loose in front. Oh, just skipped over Louisa's stick blade. Peyton steps in, finds a shin pad. 19 Perry Tuttle will take it clear down and pursue behind Kirsty. She'll meet her on the other side of the net, but Kirsty gets to it first and finds Louisa, who looks up and will skate through Capano. She will gain the blue line. Louisa through top of the slot tries to flick it toward the net. Riley picks it up in the far corner. Riley Rose over there. She's looking for somebody. It goes to the point. Tootie gets it. Tootie goes around one. Top of the circle. Shot fluttering. Loose in front. That's Louisa picking it up. Louisa centers it. Oh, that was Barbara who was there. But it just got over her stick. The Rockets generating the chances. They just can't seem to get the stick blades on it. Wrist shot. Emma knocks it down with the heel of her catching glove, and Larissa picks it up, going full steam up the wing. Riley pitchforks it ahead. No icing there as Larissa pursues onside. She's got Brianna in front. Brianna, quick shot. Oh, just wide. Barbara on the near side. The penalty's over. There's 11:37 left in the game. And here's Hamilton coming over the line. Hamilton on the right side. Shot. Emma got it with the shaft of the stick. Emma got it with the shaft of her stick. Loose puck now in front. Shoveled in front. One save, two save, three save, all. Emma for Vezina, spring, summer, and fall. 11:21 left, third period. It's 3-1 Saints. It's 1-0 Saints here in the third period. That means something because there's a standings point on the line, although both of these teams have qualified through to punch their ticket to the semifinals. It's just a matter of which team is matching up with whom. The Saints and Rockets will be there. The Tiger Lilies and the Colonials will be there. Will there be rematches at 11 a.m. Saturday between the games that are happening simultaneously now? You'll know tomorrow. There's a puck that's sent into the Rockets' offensive zone. Bug in pursuit. Picked up by one of the Saints and moved out. Francesca will get it along the boards. Bella there trying to get it with Bug. Francesca will pick up that puck in center zone ice, but can't bring it in. Schoenbach now gets it. Left wing circle, loses it. This is Bug pushing it up and out of the zone. Henry, who had the penalty before for interference, now freshly back out of the box, but loses it to Cucci. Here's Bella over the line. Bella sends it deep. Bella nearly had a goal in the early game today. She got in front of the net, shoveled a backhander there, but to no avail. Saints try to move it out of the zone, which they do. Now they move it back into the zone, so that's an onside play for the Rockets. They could pursue. And there is a picked off pass by Lizzie. She follows it up on the left wing boards. Let's see if she can create a little magic here. Peyton now steps in. It's Bug at the top of the slot. She'll shove it in for Bella. She saw Bella down low. Bella in the corner loses the puck to Henry. Henry looks to move it up the right wing and finds Choi. Choi over to Capano, who tries to go, but she loses the puck. Now this is 19 Tuttle, and Capano now sends it at the net. It was blocked, and Bella's stick was able to take the juice off of the shot there, and it was just not a dangerous shot, but Tuttle got to the front of the net and was trying to play havoc, but Emma was able to cover it before that could happen. Sometimes the clock is your friend, sometimes it's your enemy. With 9:21 left in the third period and you're down by 2, it's neither yet for either team, but it's starting to become the enemy of the Rockets unless they could put one in the net. Rizzo sends it up for Kamerkar, but Kirsty didn't see it. It's pushed back into the zone. Peyton gets it. She has the Rockets' goal. Louisa also had a goal, but the referees didn't see it. We saw it. Proud dad moment. Down to 8:48 left in the game. Saints will move it up the right wing. Schoenbach finds Kirsty. And now they try to shovel it out in front. Pad saved by Emma. Loose puck in front, top of the slot. Shoveled in with the backhand by 10. And just over the left shoulder of the Rockets goaltender for a 4-1 lead. With 8:34 left in the third period. Coach Jeremy's going to use his single timeout to try to regroup. Now, if the Rockets want to pull anything out of this period, they're going to have to find the net twice and prevent the Saints from finding it again. In a game like this, where it's so close, you see pucks hopping over sticks. Those are just breaks sometimes. But a lot of it has to do with who's controlling the puck and who's getting those second chances and rebounds. And the Rockets have generated some good offensive chances, but they just haven't been able to finish them today. That's due in part to the play of Peterson, and sometimes due in part to the breaks of the game. The biggest one of those going in favor of Ramapo, which allowed a puck to go over the line, but seen by everyone in the arena except for the two people who needed to see it, the ones in the zebra uniforms. Those are tough breaks to overcome. Nevertheless, they kept pursuing the goal, and in this case, the literal one. Georgie wins the face-off over to Tootie. Tootie will go right at the net. Tootie, left pad save, marched all the way to the net. She'll give 10 a couple of whacks, but 10 will fly through the zone. There's a wrist shot that goes left of the net by a couple of feet. Right wing boards now sent behind Schoenbach. She'll send it all the way out, well, the Saints, where Henry will get it. She will try to send it in, but it hits Barbara. Barbara pursuing and gives a little push behind the play. So the Rockets keeping their physical play, which they've kept up for now a couple of weeks, trying to use some of that to their advantage. Barbara with a shot that goes just to the wide side of the net on our right. Brianna gets it in the corner, looks up. She'll play ping pong to herself along the boards. Let's see if Barbara can help her out. She can. Brianna gets it behind the net. A lot of traffic there. Still going, still going. Larissa will pinch in from the right point. Sends a shot toward the net. Altman tips it away and pushes it into the far corner where she will gather it herself. Georgie's there to disrupt it. Larissa gets it at center ice, sends it in. The Rockets will Well, Barbara is still offside, but they'll say she's onside, and we'll believe them. Sometimes the breaks do go your way. 7:09 is the time left in the third. 4-1 for the Saints on the scoreboard. 2-0 in the third period. Lizzie there. She gives a look to the camera. Hi, Evgeny. There's Hamilton. She'll take a wrist shot that Emma gloves with ease from the left dot, and 6:53 remaining in the third, and a face-off in the defensive zone to the right of the goaltender. Lizzie battling for it. Gets a little late help from Peyton. Lizzie now trying to push it out of the zone, but can only get it up to the point where Hamilton will get it. Hamilton will go between the points, top of the circle, wrist shot. Emma blocks it once, loose in front. Peyton pushed it aside with her hand. It's now Carrie Tuttle in front. She shovels one at the net. Can't get it through as Emma kicks those out. No shot clock here, so we don't know how many saves, but there's been a lot for 7 in gray between 2 games today. She'll sleep well tonight, as most of these, well, let's say all of these Rockets girls will, with the efforts that they've put in against 2 of possibly the best teams in the MAWHA division that they could have drawn for this preliminary round. Bug will pursue against Zanto. It's moved through center zone and in, as the Saints will change behind the play, except for Hamilton and Zanto. Sounds like a law firm. Peyton will move it up the right boards and send it in once she gains the center line, and she will change behind the play. Bug in pursuit. She gets to the puck just a moment too late. Schoenbach trying to move it up the point and pass. She does. Kirsten is back. She's got to stop 10. Quick move, wrist shot, whistles just wide of the glove side and to the left point. Szabo again puts it down toward the slot. Tootie will get it, and that puck, they were trying to move it from the left point to the doorstep on the right side. Tootie was there. She's skating it all the way up. Now Santo grabs it, sends it to Schoenbach, who deflects it and redirects it, but Larissa gets it. And boy, when they keep moving the puck way up and down the ice this quickly, it makes me have to keep turning the thingy. Bug trying to cost me a milkshake, fires one that Peterson blockers aside. This one now moved up the left wing and out by 10, who shoots it right at the camera. But fortunately, there's a big thing of plexiglass right there, and yours truly is safe. Henry will get it. Rizzo in pursuit, trying to force the action here. Somebody needs to make a play for the Rockets. She says, why not me? Now Capano comes in over the line, dishes over the left side. Larissa blocks that one, 1-on-2. 4:23 left now. Larissa blocks a centering try. Luisa trying to come up and knock that one out of the way. Forward staying high up at the points, and there's one of them who gets the puck, but sends it a little too strong for Quinn. Carrie Tuttle comes in, goes between the top of the slot and the left circle, sends one on net, and Emma covers it up after knocking it down with the stick. With 4:03 left in the third period, Rockets need to make something happen real quick if they want to even up this period. They need a couple. That wouldn't get them ahead on the scoreboard for the game, but that would even them up and get them a half point in the period. If they could get 3, they'd even up for the game. They'd win the period, and they'd get an extra point for tying the overall game. Popped up in front. Emma couldn't grab it at first, and then she'll eventually cover it as the Rockets girls and the Saints girls talk about what they got for Christmas and Hanukkah and how that seems so long ago in this pandemic. Capano will take a shot from the top of the right circle, and it will be blocked by Emma. Moved out by Peyton. She'll chip it along the boards and try to win the foot race there. Gets to it in the right circle. Wrist shot, trying it again. High. This time a little too high. She scored on one like that earlier. Brianna on the left wing board. She'll center it for Peyton. Peyton flips it toward the net, but it's blocked by Henry, who will skate it out. She's easy to recognize because she's the only one with a white helmet on the ice that's not a goalie. Capano now at the left wing boards, drops for Carrie Tuttle at the point. She'll skate it through and look for somebody in center, finds Henry at the bottom of the right circle. She'll flick it at the net. Emma will knock it down once and cover it up with 3:11 left in the game, and her team trailing by 3. This will be Lizzie on the face-off. Bug on her left and Bella on her right. That one skips past Bella at 10 with a shot. Emma knocks that one down, pushes it into the corner. It's moved out. Bug is there. Let's see if she can get the puck. Bella gets it. Bella getting harassed from behind by Hamilton, who brings it back into her own zone. Keeps looking. Bella trying to get it from her. Lizzie trying to get it from her. Neither can. She turns and looks, and she finds Schoenbach up the right wing, and she'll move it in. Tootie tries to get it away from her. Lizzie does. She's got somebody ahead of her. It's Bug. Oh, couldn't get it there. Couldn't get it there. Larissa will go back, retrieve with 2:30 left behind her own net, bank it up the far boards for Bug. Bug now pursuing Schoenbach. She will have to get the stick down there. It's won by 2 Saints and moved toward the middle, but not out. Now Bug tries to get it out. Ooh, Bug looking to try to snipe the breakaway, which you're going to have to do here with 2:10 left if you want to tie up this period. You need not just 1 but 2. At this point, you just want to keep them off the board as well. So there's a lot to be won here. Here's Lizzie. She's going to go against Santo. Can't prevent her from moving it through, but prevents her from getting it to another Saint. And it's Larissa who moves it into the offensive zone. Larissa centers. Lizzie was there for the back door if it got through, but Peterson's able to cover up. With 103 seconds left in the third period from HollyDell Ice Arena, the NHL rink in Sewell, New Jersey, on the outskirts of Rowan University and Glassboro, New Jersey. Amanda will take the faceoff, wins it over to Louisa, who sends it, was looking for Peyton in the slot, but didn't put it high enough. And Capano's able to pick it off, but Peyton picks it off right from her. Now they'll contest it in the neutral zone, and Amanda comes out with it. Then Louisa. Louisa runs into somebody, Altman, and eventually topples her like a dreidel. Since we were talking about Hanukkah before, we'll just go with that. Behind her own net is Hammerkar, 75 seconds left. Rockets trying to get on the board here. Louisa especially would like to get on the board for her beloved aunt. Here's Kirsty through the zone, right wing side, sends it toward the front of the net, nobody there. Goes into the far corner. Quinn will pick that off. Louisa gets it in the left circle, trying to make a play. Let's see if she can get it in front to Kirsty. 52 seconds now. Kirsty will stay up there and pursue. Banked off the boards, and Amanda steps in trying to keep it in, but it can't be kept in. Peyton will get it out. This one is Carrie Tuttle getting it at center and sending it in up the left wing boards. 37 seconds left. The outcome is decided overall, but the Rockets still pursuing this one until the final moments, seeing if they can get back on the board. They will be playing in the semifinals on Saturday regardless, and who they play is still to be determined, but it very well could be these Saints, who are on the verge of getting the 4.5 out of 5 points available in this game. Down to 15 seconds, puck pursued in the corner. There's a battle over there. Larissa was part of it. Loose in front. Larissa gets that. Now Barbara. She's got 5 seconds. Let's see if she can find the net here. Skates up through the left side. 1 second. Shot toward the net. Brianna was there. That'll do it for the preliminary round as the Rockets get 1 point this morning, a half a point in the evening session, and those 1.5 points will be enough to get them into the semifinals. They had a very difficult draw for 2 of the top teams here that were available for them to play, and they played very well in both games. Could have used a couple of breaks here and there, but guess what? If those breaks happen to come tomorrow, they don't need many of them with the way they're playing in order to turn this into what would have appeared at any point this season to be an unlikely trophy. They're calling for me to help them get out, so I'll do that. Okay. I don't have enough jobs. I probably should have been over there to help them open the door to get out of the ice. The Rockets have departed the ice surface. Coach Jeremy will go in for his post-game interview, and hopefully he will exit quickly enough. The Saints victorious will exit the ice now after a little meeting at the bench. They gained 9.5 out of a possible 10 points in the preliminary round, and depending on what happened in the game between the Colonials and the Tiger Lilies, they very well could be the #1 seed, and we might be rematching this game in the morning. And if there's ever a time where you want a rematch, it's when you just came up a little bit short. So we'll see if that takes place. In any case, we'll be bringing it to you around 11 Eastern Daylight Time on Saturday. And if the Rockets manage to win that game and advance to the finals, we'll be bringing you the finals at 5:45 p.m. So cancel whatever it is that you're doing, or just make sure that you have good access at that point on the phone. Coach Vinny pops out because it looks like Quinn might have broken a skate blade. A broken skate blade will make it very, very difficult to skate. Thank you, Captain Obvious. We await Coach Jeremy emerging, and once he does, we will bring you the post-game interview with him. So once again, to recap, the final was 4-1. The first period was 1-0 in favor of the Saints. They traded goals in the second period. It was Peyton scoring for the Rockets to make it 1-1. Then Hamilton scored to even up the period and put the Saints back up 2-1. Luisa's put a puck over the line, as if you've been watching the whole game, and you've heard her father say it ad infinitum, but she did put the puck over the line, and everybody in the arena who wasn't wearing a striped shirt seemed to see it, and it didn't count, and play continued. So that was a tough break. And I don't know if the Rockets didn't recover from it, but they didn't score again, and the Saints scored twice. So the Rockets were able to do what's called halving a period. They got half of the point that was available for a period in the second, and they lost the first and third periods, so there was a point available for each of those, and then 2 points available for the winner of the game. So that's how you get 4.5 for one team and half a point for the other. In the earlier game with the Colonials, the Rockets allowed a goal with 1:50 left in the first period, and the game went scoreless thereafter, which meant that they halved 2 periods, which 2 halves make a whole, which is the #1. So they got 1 point there and a half point from this game. So while 1.5 points might not look like a lot, it was enough to get them into the semifinal round, as the Titans failed to record a point in their 2 games against the Tiger Lilies and these same Saints, who played them just a couple of hours before this game. We hope that you're still hanging around. I think that I can actually hear Coach Jeremy still delivering his post-game speech, although there are 2 locker rooms in the vicinity, so it could be It could be either way, and those locker rooms happen to be right next to one another. At this point, if you haven't hit the subscribe button, we'd love for you to do that. It's just us, pretty much, in this arena, as everybody else has pretty much departed to warmer climate pastures. And sure, why not a ninth plug for Diamond Diehards, a podcast about baseball and life? I mean, if you haven't subscribed at this point, go do it. What's stopping you? Diamond Diehards, a podcast about life with me, Joe Rizzo, and the dog, Jeff Healy. Some wonderful guests. Jeff Fry, former Texas Ranger, Boston Red Sox, Colorado Rocky for a short time, and a Toronto Blue Jay where he hit for the cycle. He was our recent guest. Missy Coombs, who played professional baseball for the Colorado Silver Bullets, an all-women's team that played against all men in the mid-90s. And just recently, Mike Puma, who is the beat writer for the New York Mets, now in his 13th season doing that for the New York Post. A very good show. And former Major League catcher Scott Bradley, now the longtime head coach of the Princeton Tigers baseball team, will join us in a show coming up next week. So those are just some of the guests that we have had or will continue to have on for you as one player emerges, but still waiting for our coach, Jeremy. If you've hung around this long, you're a diehard. And of course, go to diamonddiehards.com because we're the type of people who hang out for this kind of thing. The clock on the scoreboard says 9:49. That's the time in the East. And that should be plenty of time for players and coaches to get something to eat, get a good night of sleep, and go back at it tomorrow. So far, only Saints have emerged. The Rockets are on the precipice based on the game that they played earlier this afternoon and most of the way they played this evening. They're on the precipice of pulling off one or possibly both of the upsets that they need. They will definitely be the underdog in any game they play on Saturday. They will be a big underdog. That doesn't mean an underdog can't win. And they played well enough to win the early game today, and at times played well enough to win this game. There might have been one or two lapses, but with a couple of breaks, they would have ended up with 4 goals of their own. Coach Jeremy has emerged. Let's see how excited he is to come join us.
What's going on, Joe Rizzo?
And here he is. Let's move this over here this way. Okay, that was a little different outcome than the earlier game. You had a couple of difficult breaks. It looked like number 13 put a puck that went about 3 feet into the net, and that was not called a goal. Maybe you guys saw it different over there, and maybe that took a little wind out of the sails. But what did you think about this game? You halved one period, you lost the others, and it was scoreboard-wise a little more different than the game we saw earlier in the day.
Well, yeah, it was. The game that we played earlier was more of a complete game. Very collective effort. In comparison to this game, I thought we didn't come out in the first period. We were a little sloppy and started to play catch-up. As soon as we start to do that, you start to get a little panic set in, a couple of decisions. I mean, overall, we were in the fight today. I think at the end of the game there, that third period, we drew a picture of a big heart and a little heart on the back of the bench there and said, who's got the bigger heart? Who wants it more? And that team came with some juice today.
We don't know, I guess, depending on what happened in the other game. I think one of those teams would have had to have swept that game. I think only if the Tiger Lilies swept every point in that game would they be the number one seed. So I think that from my own logic, it's most likely that you're going to be facing this team at 11 o'clock on Saturday morning again as the number one seed and you're the number 4 seed. Can you make adjustments that quickly, or is it just a matter of some breaks happening your way that turn the game around?
Well, I want to play this team again. And I think the girls need to play this team again. I'll play them fresh tomorrow, make a few adjustments, but not many. I just thought that we had less girls going as we did this morning. And all it takes, Joe Rizzo, is 2 girls to not be given what they were in the first game, and that makes a difference on the ice. I mean, our net front presence was not there as much as it was earlier. Okay, there was probably 5 maybe good chances that we had, and the puck just didn't find the net, right? So if the puck does find the net in those chances, we're having a different conversation here. But overall, you had to earn the right to play tomorrow in this tournament, and we did it. So we're going to come again tomorrow with our best stuff in the morning and play this team hard. That's our plan.
You got any motivational speech tricks up that sleeve over there, Coach?
We'll be working on that stuff tonight. I'm gonna make a comment about the officiating through the tournament so far, and I don't ever really get to make a comment like this, but I really think the officiating was pretty spot on. They've let the girls play hockey. A couple penalties called, maybe a couple of whistles that, icing the puck there that shouldn't have been called during the power play. Refs come over and acknowledge that they made a mistake. But overall, I got to say, pretty good officiating. They've let the girls play.
That perhaps plays a little bit into your favor if you're playing a physical style, right?
Absolutely. But I think that when it came down to it in this game, the physicality contest has gone to the other team today. I think we needed to be a little more physical in front of the net and in the corners. And one more thing, I'm going to say it on air, and this is the last thing I'm going to say negative about my team, is that we're sending pucks to areas without looking. We didn't even do that as much in the first game today, so we're looking to clean up a couple of things. It's not that we're going to change things, change lineups, do all of that stuff. We're not doing that. We just need to clean up a couple of the things that we did. Get some eyes up when we got the puck and see what's ahead of us, and then we can make some better plays. But I'm very proud of this team. They played hard today, and we're going to come right back tomorrow and give that team hell.
All right, thanks, Coach. You could stay right there. We're going to wrap it up. We'll see you at 11 in the morning as Coach gets acknowledgement from pretty much everybody over here. It doesn't matter if they're a hockey player, and they'll just knock stuff over and make noise and ask you for their skate blade. All right, Coach, we'll do it again tomorrow. Hopefully it's not our last.
I hope not.
We'll go for 2 tomorrow. We're going to get 2 of these tomorrow.
That's what we'd like to see, right? I'm going to play in the morning and play in the afternoon.
Good job, guys.
That's the intent.
Okay.
All right.
That'll wrap it up
All
from
right, Joe Rizzo.
Sewell, New Jersey.
Get back to the hotel safely.
You too. that'll wrap it up from HollyDell Ice Arena in Sewell, New Jersey. My name's Joe Rizzo. We'll be back at 11 o'clock Saturday with the semifinals. The Rockets, pretty sure, against the Saints once again. Thanks for watching.